flags or the inherent dangers. The psychology believes that the human mind is pre-programmed to read the red flags in any given relationship, whether it is your interpersonal relationship or it is your professional relationship. When there are certain hidden dangers, when there are certain inherent contradictions, you normally spot the red flag. All of us do so in our day-to-day lives. Why is it so that when it comes to the life's costliest purchase, we fail to understand the red flags, we fail to notice the red flags? Are the property sharks that smart that they overpower our subconscious mind? A number of our audience have asked us why they fail to read the red flags, why they fail to notice the red flags when it comes to buying a house. Frankly speaking, I don't have a straight answer to it. There are various reasons why we fail to notice the red flags when we go on a house hunt. The emotional aspect of buying a house takes the prominence, added to the fact that property market is full of sharks and the differentiation is very less. After all, we are talking about one of the most steady markets in this part of the world. However, on a closer study, we believe that there are certain red flags that any prospective home buyer must notice moving forward. The first red flag is when you notice that all that the developer has got is only good online reviews. This is just not possible. Even in the mature property markets of UK or US, there are consumer grievances. But when you go on a house hunt and do some online search, if you find only the good reviews, then take it as the first red flag. It may so happen that the developer has consciously worked on his SEO and got positive review by his own staff members or brokers or his own people, and normally we don't go beyond 2-3 Google pages, and on the top of it we find only the good reviews. So only and only the good reviews are first red flag. The second red flag is when in a given property market the broker insists you on a given particular project only. We live in a part of the world where the dual representation of the broker is allowed by law. The same broker is representing both the buyer as well as the builder. So when he insists you on one specific given property, make sure that he is getting more commission from the builder side. And the reason why builders offer more commission to these brokers is because they are trying hard to sell the project. Reasons could be anything. Buyers may not be happy over there. It may be that project has certain deficiency with it. So that is your second red flag. The third red flag is when you go on the Facebook page of the developer and you find that the review option is closed. A developer who is not open to criticism, who is not open to let his buyer give a review to him, for me that is a clear red flag that there is something to be concealed. Fourth red flag is when the developer's office is giving you tempting deal after the deal to close the transaction ASAP. When you find that the developer has offered you upfront discount, freebies, and he is offering all this with the writer that you have to sign the dotted lines now, take it as a clear red flag. Fifth red flag is when you find that there are more resale property in the same project than in the primary market. If the developer who is trying to sell his inventory has more existing buyers who are trying to exit the project, that also is a clear red flag. These are the kind of red flags, these 5 red flags you can easily spot. But over and above that, you have to get deeper, do your own due diligence to find what is the litigation score of the developer. How many buyers have dragged the builder to the court? That is the biggest, and I repeat, biggest red flag. These are the red flags that as a home buyer you must keep in mind. Property market is so shady in this part of the world that no amount of due diligence or assessment of your red flag can save you, or can save you completely from getting into a wrong deal. But at least you should do your own bit to make sure, to whatever extent you can, try to avoid the kind of projects, the kind of builder where your lifetime saving would be stuck up.